Hello everyone! Well, welcome back to my channel again, and it's been a while since I uploaded my last video, which I think was the second part of the vlog from Slovenia, right? But today I'm back home. It's been almost a month since I came back home from my Erasmus exchange semester in Poland, in Szczecin, and I am still comprehending everything that happened. And I must tell you that I've been through my little post-Erasmus depression, if I can say that, during my first 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm still thinking about everything. I'm still thinking about my friends, the parties, the travelings, the Szczecin as the city and university in general. But I mean, it was a little bit easier in the past week to get back to normal life because, I started having and planning more and more things here back home and maybe trying to look for new opportunities in the future. So yeah, but today is going to be an unplanned video where I'm trying to just kind of wrap everything what happened with me during my Erasmus in Poland. And if some of you watched my video that I uploaded over a year ago about me applying for other two Erasmuses, also in Poland, in Gdańsk and in León in Spain, and I didn't qualify there, but it was an experience which led me be more experienced and kind of professional in this application process, and I actually got my opportunity to go to study abroad. And right now I'm sitting here thinking that, oh my goodness, I finished my Erasmus semester. I still cannot believe that it happened, because only my memories and only the photos and my friends in WhatsApp and on Instagram, they are reminding me that that was something that actually happened to me. But as I said, this video is not really planned. It's 9 p.m. and I was just having an interview because I applied to be an ESN volunteer in Chernivtsi, and I am quite shocked because I didn't even know that we have such thing here in Ukraine right now, because I thought that that was only about international students, as we had ESN in Poland. But actually they do many events and do many things, activities, and even volunteering in Chernivtsi and other Ukrainian cities, which is amazing. So I had my interview and I talked to a very friendly girl, and very soon I might join, I think I will join the ESN Chernivtsi. So now I have something to look forward to, and I'm also trying to apply for different short Erasmuses, like youth exchanges and stuff, as I did one in Slovenia, and I also would love to go another Erasmus semester next studies year. Yeah, but today let's dive deeper into such a huge part of my life right now, into my Szczecin era. This is absolutely crazy. I mean, I asked ChatGPT to kind of write down some points that I would love to highlight about my experience of Erasmus, but still, maybe it is going to be chaotic. Well, the first days, in Poland, they felt quite strange. I didn't really believe that I was there, and I think this feeling was like real for the whole period there, because everything felt surreal. Everything was like, am I actually here? Am I really meeting all of the new people from different backgrounds, different countries and stuff? And I even remember the first day when I came to Szczecin, the first 2 hours were like maybe the most critical ones, because I came to my room 714B in Kordeckiego. Yeah, I love that room, and I was the first one out of all of my neighbors to go. So for the first maybe 5 hours I was completely alone, and I didn't know what to do. I was just unpacking. I was trying to look around and see what's going on, how does the dorm work in general, because I've never lived in the dorm before. And I'm not gonna lie that in the first 2 hours I was like, fuck, why why are you here? Like, did you really need to do this? Like, you are just scared sitting on your bed, almost crying, not actually crying, but I'm like, what the hell? Like, yeah. But I was quite surprised to kind of blend in the whole Erasmus atmosphere quite quickly. I didn't even feel homesick. That's crazy, because I thought that I would feel homesick for a while at some point, but no, I mean, my life there was so active. My friends made it so special, made this period extremely unforgettable, definitely. And yeah, I mean, the social life was really crazy, on the crazy level for me, because back home, you know, with the ongoing war here in Ukraine, I mean, of course, people do party. People go to the clubs. Even sometimes they are closing at 11:30 because we have a curfew that starts at 12 a.m. But I mean, it's not how I live here back home. So everything was quite new to me. All of those clubs, all of meeting of the new people, especially, I mean, trying to communicate with people in English. Yes, English is my beloved language, right? I think I'm quite fluent, but still it is not my native language, and I understand that so many people also can have some struggles with vocabulary or with understanding each other, and the difference of cultures can be really crucial. But my friends, they were freaking open, they were so amazing, and we're still communicating, which I'm so thankful for. My goodness, I don't even know what is my plan. How am I going to tell you about the experience? I think, I don't know, truly, that's just interesting. But I think that Erasmus taught me so many things. First of all, about myself, about friendships, about relationships, about my outlook on life in general, I would say. And yeah, I mean, what to say? That's just how it is. And I think um all of those late night talks, all of those trips, and all of the pre-drinkings, parties, travelings, and social life in general, that was absolutely crazy. I didn't even know I could be that social. I could be that extroverted, because I think I even had at some point had a video here on my channel, but I don't think it's here anymore. I should check. That I was like exactly 1 year ago, like in January of 2024, I was sitting in my home, I was talking to the camera, I was like, oh, I wish I had more opportunities to be more social, because I think I'm in my introverted era. But 2024, the second part, changed it all. I didn't know I can be that social. I felt like an extrovert all the time. Yes, of course, I was quite exhausted at some point, because I had a lot of classes. I had seven lessons, seven subjects, but 13 classes per week in general, because I also took a Polish course. And I mean, university took a big part of this Erasmus, of course. Well, in general, I should have said that in the beginning, for maybe for those people who do not really know how Erasmus works, but I think everyone who watches this knows how it works, because why are you here then? Yeah, but yeah, university has to take the big part of your Erasmus experience in general. Your classes, of course, take a lot of effort from you, but you know, it was a huge part of my life for those 4.5 months. But at the same time, whenever I'm thinking about, oh, Erasmus and my exchange in general, I'm thinking about my friends and about my life experience in general, rather than about my uni. Yeah, but still, it was a huge part. I was trying to combine my classes with the social life, with travels, as I've already said. So I think I was quite successful. I didn't even expect myself to be that well wait to be that successful in that way. And I passed all of the exams with good marks. Yeah, that's what I'm proud of. But this is just a little part of my exchange, and I think I learned a lot about myself. I remember when I came there, it was just almost 1 month after my youth exchange in Slovenia. Those 10 days were unforgettable. I am so lucky to have met all of my friends from Czechia, from Spain, Italy, Poland, and from Slovenia. That was just incredible. Yeah, that was amazing. And my Ukrainian team, of course. And I was on that good vibe, and it continued to Szczecin. Yeah, so I remember the first week of first ESN week, which was quite crazy, because we had parties and other activities every single day. at some point I felt like that was a bit too much, and I experienced some things for the first time in my life ever, and that's good because I mean, where would I do that if not in Erasmus? Like, that's crazy. And I think that I learned so much about myself also, not only in the way of friendship, but also in the way of relationship. Some good things, some bad things. Now I know how I want to be treated in relationships. I mean, of course, there were some bad days, some bad periods where I would truly just on my bed and think about some bad things that happened to me, or I was just ruminating over and over about things that I could not really change, or I was like, oh, why I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done that, or I was regretting some things about some situations at some point. But I was like, okay, girl, just relax. But even now, I must admit that I'm still thinking about many things that happened during those 4.5 months, and I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm healing. I'm still in the healing process, and I don't want to say that, oh, that was something, I don't know, crazy, 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 but at some point that was quite hard. I don't know. I'm just dancing around the topic right now because I don't want to dive that deep into that one. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel the need to say that. But, you know, I met so many incredible people. I met so many incredible friends of mine from Turkey, from Italy, from Germany, from Montenegro, from Sri Lanka even. Like, that's crazy. I met so many cool Ukrainians who study there in Szczecin and in Poland. And I was so lucky because they helped me a lot. And they helped me with simple things that I needed, like in like shopping, or even just knowing how things work in general in Poland. That's incredible. All of the trips, the best trip was probably to Italy with my Ukrainian friends. That was just iconic. All of that Черныш, all of that. Это то самое место. Какое? Я тут бегал. That's just incredible. I don't know. I also have a vlog. I mean, I have to edit the vlog, but I promise I will upload a vlog from Erasmus and from Italy as the next one, but I don't know when, because trust me, so many things. I just need to put myself on the bed and just like edit it, finally finish doing that. And honestly, what to say? I think in general, Erasmus is such an incredible place where you learn so much about yourself, when you learn so much about your culture and other cultures, of course, when you're trying different languages, where you're trying to learn the phrases of languages that you never thought you could even communicate in. Like, for example, now I know so many phrases in Turkish, in Italian, in Spanish. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely crazy. And I think you just, I don't know, you just see yourself from a different side that you might not have had the chance to experience when you're back home. And I think it broadens your outlook on life so much because, I don't know, even like when I was back home almost a month ago, it's like in 2 days it's going to be a month since I'm back home, which is crazy because at some point I feel like that was yesterday, but at the same time I feel like a year has passed since my Erasmus, and all of that was just a dream. And the post-Erasmus depression is a real thing, trust me. Yeah. And yeah, what was I about to say? I don't know. That's just I should have written a script, but excuse me. Yeah. And about what? About friendships. Complicated. I mean, ChatGPT gave me like a little list of questions that I can answer, but yeah, it says that, oh, Erasmus is a mix of friendship, crushes, long talks, random kisses at parties, and the classic, what are we? The situationships. Honestly, yeah, I mean, been there, done that. I mean, I said I don't want to focus on that so much because this is something that I think should be kept to the people, right? But still, I mean, at least now I know what is it like to be even in situationship. I mean, that's just experience, but I will definitely remember that, and I will definitely still be thinking about that, everything that happened for a while. And not gonna lie, sometimes even when I think, oh, everything's all right, I'm healed, it's all right, but sometimes it hits me and I'm like, oh, why do I want to cry? And but I think that's just normal. And I don't know, it's just so cool. I experienced so many cool parties in Szczecin. I even have the list. My phone is here. I was looking for my phone somewhere here, but I forgot that I was filming on my phone. I have the list on my notes, in my notes, like the how many times I've been to clubs, and that's absolutely crazy because it's like 20 plus times. And coyote, I don't know the American accent, coyote. We say coyote in Ukraine, so coyote was amazing. And I don't know, I never really thought that I could be the person who loves clubbing. Yeah, I loved the part of pre-parties. The pre-parties were crazy with my friends in 117. That was incredible. The Turkish room, when everyone gathered, we just were either drinking or talking or even playing games. It was all so active and we were feeling alive. I felt alive for the first time in a long like period. Well, of course, even before Erasmus, before this exchange, before Slovenian exchange, that was, it's not like I lived a bad life or sad life. No, I am quite lucky that I, even during the times of war, I'm so uh like I have the opportunity to live kind of a normal life even here. Yeah, but at the same time we understand that it's just different from other countries. I think that people who live in other countries, like all of our friends, they just have more opportunities to be young, be youthful. I think we Ukrainian kids, Ukrainian teenagers, where we have been taking away our youth at some point, because I mean, coronavirus, of course, it affected everyone, every single country, every single nation, of course. But later, it kind of stabilized and it was better. The situation was better. But then in 2022, the full-scale invasion started. I was 17. Most of my peers were also like young, and it's exactly the time when the kids or the teenagers are turning into adults at some point, but they have this active social life, active student life. But unfortunately, my experience shows that, and the experience of my friends shows that we kind of had the social, the university life, but still it is very different. We were not able to experience every single part of that young university life. I hope it makes sense, but in general. So finally in Szczecin, in this exchange, I felt like I was breathing fully. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I needed, what I wanted. I felt the freedom. I lived in the dormitory for the first time. I was far away from my family. I was alone completely, but I'm proud of myself. I felt quite good in general. I mean, I had like a good time there. Obviously, I managed all of the money, I managed all of my bills, all of the things I needed to do, and I'm just proud of myself that at the young age I could do that successfully. And I don't know, I don't think I missed on anything in Szczecin, truly. I think that's such an incredible experience. Yeah, and oh, I think I was about to tell you something, but I just forgot right now. Let me look through this one. I think I'm missing on many things, and maybe I'm not really being so precise and so exact with everything that happened, because I could have told you about the names of my friends. You all are my friends, you know, because if you're watching this, then yeah, you are exactly you are aware of everything that happened. But I'm like trying to gather my thoughts in general. And oh, this here is the part that challenges. Like, not everything was perfect, of course. Not everything was perfect. First of all, the least favorite thing of everyone, every single Erasmus student, is the documents. Oh, the learning agreement. Well, first of all, applying to Erasmus, well, for me personally, that's such a big stress because you have to gather so many documents, like seven, I forgot, I forgot the word. Error. It's okay. Seven like list, like there's a list of documents you have to prepare, all of the things, and that's so nervous. I didn't really know if my international office will like sign, because I didn't know if all of the documents I created were correctly made and stuff. I was running for my teachers to sign some things, so that's always so stressful. But I think that all of that stressful process is exactly like, it's a big work, but then you got paid. Your experience is something that is like the price. The prize. That is the price, the documents, but this is the prize. Yeah, and I remember the learning agreement. Oof, I was fucking around with that learning agreement. I didn't love that process at all. I was trying to adjust my schedule to be nice. I didn't know what to do with my German classes because my teacher from German Ukrainian translation back home, he said that no, this is not an equivalent lesson. I will not be able to count the points from Szczecin University. You will still have to pass the exam back home. I was like, fuck. Then I don't need that one in my LA, so I changed it. Then I got another one of just German, not translation, but just German in Szczecin, and that was so scary, and that was really difficult at some point for me, but that's all right. And also the PESEL, well, the PESEL is like the document that allows people from other countries to stay in Poland. Right now, I know that my friend Kate, hello Kate, Katunia, we fucked up. I confess, because we made just a PESEL for normal, like normal. Yeah, we didn't have visa, first of all, because we knew that we were going to Poland, where it is allowed for Ukrainian citizens to have PESEL Ukr, which is like PESEL for Ukrainian citizens who live in Poland, and so there is no limits of you staying in Poland at all. But we didn't know, Kate and I, that we did like a normal PESEL, not PESEL Ukr. So we only had 90 days in Schengen. Schengen? Is it the same in English? I don't know. Like a Schengen, European Union zone. We could stay there only for 90 days with no, like, overcoming the limits. Can I say that? Probably yes. So, but we messed up a bit, and we didn't even know that we messed up. We stayed in Poland for like 140 plus days. Or 130 plus days. So kind of, yeah, we expired our allowance to be in Poland and in Schengen zone in general. So right now, if I want to go to that Schengen zone, if I want to go to European countries, I either need to make a visa or I need to wait until July, because my days will recover only in July. So I mean, that's such a hard system to explain. I still don't know if I understood everything correctly, but yeah. So, but in general, in the beginning, we thought that PESEL was quite alright. Yeah, but now we know that it wasn't alright. We should have made another one. But what can I do? Yes, and oh my god, like, what can I talk about? This is such a podcast, truly podcast. I mean, guys, truly, if you are the person who is ready to experience many different cultures, many different people from different backgrounds, and you think you might be able to live abroad alone, you will have to manage your money on your own. You will have to manage studies, probably the traveling life. You will have to possibly overcome some mental issues there, because no one says bye to your anxiety and stuff. So then you probably should apply to Erasmus, even though the process of applying there is quite difficult. I know it's difficult for different countries, but for Ukrainian students, usually, well, in my university, it's quite difficult to win an Erasmus. For example, my place that I won was the only one for the whole uni, and Chernivtsi University is quite big. It's one of the biggest ones in Ukraine, so that's quite difficult to win that, but still, it is possible. I am the example of that. And if you feel like you would love to do that, then do that. I believe in you, and especially if you have the chance to choose between different countries. I mean, especially if you're the EU student, guys, go do that. Because to me, I mean, I am lucky if I win anything. I'm like, yes, finally, thank you. But I know that many of you, you have the ability to choose between, oh, do I want to go to Spain, to Italy, or to Lithuania, for example. So do that. Truly, it is worth it. And I remember that before Erasmus, I was extremely nervous at some point. Well, I was very excited, of course, but still quite nervous. I remember the first day when I got to know about my qualification to Erasmus, and I was fucking happy. Yes, I was. But I remember I went to bed. I was like ready to sleep, and I was like, oh god, that was the 23rd of April 2024. And that's crazy because I remember I was laying down here on this bed thinking that, God, how am I going to live with random people in the dorm? I will be in another country, in another city. I will be alone. And like, what will I do? But actually, it was quite scary before it happened. But it was manageable, completely manageable. Like, I don't know, just believe in yourself. Like, action is something. When I like stop overthinking, do. It sounds quite difficult. It sounds like, oh, that's a cliche, everyone says that, but trust me, it is true. Like every single struggle that you probably may have in Erasmus is worth it. I mean, I heard some people online talking about how Erasmus, like, don't expect it to be the best experience of your life. So some people said that that was the best thing that happened to them, but some people said that no, I was a bit disappointed. So, but don't, like, my advice is don't have any expectations, because that was something that I told myself before going there, that I was like, no girl, like, Ksusha, no, don't have any expectations. Yes, I'm usually a positive thinker, and I always hope for things to turn out good, but still, of course, it's life and shit happens. Shit happens is the motto of our uh, group of friends. Yeah, shit happens. This is life. But still, don't have any expectations and you will be surprised. Truly, trust me. This is the advice, the advice, I would say. Yeah, God, I think I am missing on so many things. But still, I hope that this video is going to be helpful for the people who maybe have been to Erasmus or who are planning on going studying abroad as an exchange student. And yeah, just trust me, not everything is going to be perfect, but everything depends on your own opinion about things. And even when the bad things happen, you can turn them to be a good experience. You can have bad days, you can have good days, but the truth is to just learn how to be okay even if the things are not going your way. And the thing that I freaking love about this experience, for me personally, that I started feeling so much more comfortable on my own. I tried to implement those solo dates, solo walks back home in 2024, but I still was quite anxious, yeah, life is like this, and in general I'm quite an anxious person. But in Szczecin, at some point I was like, no girl, you need to walk alone, you need to just explore the city, even if it's something small, even it's like not so far away, but still you're going for a walk on your own, you're taking a coffee, or you're not taking anything, you're just walking with the music on, and it is much better. So now I feel like it is an essential part of my life, and this is exactly what I did today, or like 3 times this week, last week also. And now I feel more confident, more comfortable with my own company. Like, I don't know, I just don't really care that much of other people's opinions anymore. I think this is the something that Erasmus taught me, because as I'm saying that in the beginning of Erasmus, I know that I was like very, very active, socially active. In the end, I was also active, but I think that in the beginning, at some point, I gave my energy, I gave my emotions and my personality in general to a little bit more people than I should have, so I should have protected myself a little bit more. And but I remember one important conversation with my friends, with Kate and Yarik. That was in January. We just were randomly talking. It was a deep talk time, and we were just thinking, like ruminating over some things. And they said something about me which made me think a lot about myself also. And for the first period, I was like, oh, I was not depressed, but I was like, oh, maybe you're right. And then I changed my perspective on the way I behave sometimes, and how people perceive me, how I want to be perceived. So right now, I feel like I may have done some things differently if I was there right now with this knowledge in this second. But you know, everything that happened just happened. I mean, I know that there are so many things that I would have done differently right now, even with personal interactions with different people. Uh, Maybe there are some things that I don't necessarily regret, but I just wish some things happened a bit differently. But still, this is life. We cannot change anything, and yeah. Okay, and I might record another video about Erasmus at some point of my life. Also, even about Szczecin Erasmus, because I think that I've been talking for 30 minutes right now, and I have said many things, but at the same time, they were like not really precise. Yeah, but still, I think it's quite interesting to listen to my experience, and I am willing to go to another Erasmus next semester. I would really love to apply for another Erasmus, as I said, and I'm going to pass the English level test because I have to kind of renovate it, like make a new one because my previous one got expired like a couple of months ago. So I want to prepare all of the documents that are necessary for another exchange program, and I hope that I have some opportunities to go somewhere. Right now, there aren't really many of them. One to Netherlands, one to Germany, but they're not really suitable for my studies program. So I'm still thinking whether I should apply or I shouldn't, but we will see. At least I'm trying to do something. At least I know the direction I want to move in my life. I think this experience made me realize that I definitely want to work in the field of course, English. My future profession is going to be definitely connected to English. I don't know if it's going to be my university department's specialty, like interpretation, translation. I would love to, yeah, but I'm not saying no to some intercultural connections, some international things. I think that I have something for it, and I definitely feel comfortable with people from different countries. I don't know, I just love my international friends. You all know, you all are my international friends. Everyone who's watching this, for sure. I love you so much, guys, and I miss you a lot. I miss all of the conversations and all of the time we have together. Sometimes I am sitting in my classes, and of course I love my classes here in Ukraine, in Chernivtsi too, but they are just different, you know. I'm trying not to compare the experiences. I'm trying not to compare things in general in my life, but sometimes it's just hard, and I'm missing everything, and I'm like, oh, that was so amazing in Szczecin. I just need a reunion one day when we all are rich, yeah, and we just need to gather in Szczecin once again, go to all of the places we used to hang around in. We need to go to Coyote. I'm gonna say Coyote as I already said that. So we need to go there, we need to visit our dorm, we yeah, we need to travel together, please. I need that. I had so much fun there. It is definitely the best thing that happened to me, and it will always be in my heart. I think there is a saying, there is a motto, like once Erasmus, always Erasmus. I believe that's completely true. Uh, yeah, what can I say? I just hope that I will have another Erasmus experience, but trust me, this Erasmus in Poland will always be unique. This will always be appreciated and held in my heart. Yeah, if you have any questions, of course, leave them here. And I say that was not planned at all. That was just me talking about some parts of my Erasmus, but trust me, there's so much to talk about. I just need to kind of plan the whole video, and trust me, there will be a vlog from Erasmus, but I don't know when. I am in the process of editing it, but it's quite difficult, especially with the music, the part that I hate because of the copyright policy. Yeah, but I will try to be quick. I still have a lot of homework. I have a coursework to do for my uni. As I've already said in the beginning, I applied to be an ESN volunteer, and I hope to be quite active. I want to continue the wave of social life. I feel like back home here, I don't really have that big of a circle of people who are on the same wave with me. Of course, I have my friends. They are dear to me, dear to my heart, but I think I need even more people who kind of see the same direction in their life. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to be active. I'm trying different things. I'm trying to move on. Yeah, that was it. So as I said, I might turn back here soon. Kisses. Papa.